Welcome to this quick presentation on autonomous vehicles at the University of Leicester and our activities that we are running in our School of Informatics with different schools, for example, engineering and also mathematics, on this topic of self-driving cars. So this all started, basically, the main activity started 2018 when we participated in the first ever Formula Student Artificial Intelligence that was run in the UK. So for the first time, they decided that they would not only have students build race cars and sit in them and drive them around the track, but also have a separate competition where students are programming a race car. And this image down here is the car that they envisioned to be built by RoboRace for the competition. And down here, this is the car that actually appeared on the racetrack in Silverstone when we went to the competition in July. So the car, when we arrived for the competition had 5 days. When we arrived, the car was still in pieces and not built. And then on the last day, with an effort between all of the teams, we managed to get the car driving, but yeah, not autonomously. So basically, the very first time was not so successful for all of the teams because there were different factors like availability of the car. Now what happened is that the government basically agreed to pay, I think, 3 of these cars, and one car is actually quite close in a testing track facility in Myra. And this facility, the University of Leicester has a partnership there with 2 or 3 other universities around, and we are delivering teaching in this facility to car companies for continued professional development. And this place also hosts one of the government-built Formula student cars. So we hope that next year we will have a great team of students to test this car in the facility and then put it on the racetrack in Silverstone. Another competition where we participated was the Audi Autonomous Driving Cup. They sponsored only 10 European teams, so the call was open to all European universities, but they would only pay for the support of flights and competition and give us these cars only for 10 teams. And there were only 2 from the UK that managed to get sponsored by Audi, and the other one was Imperial College London and us, and we had 5 students. They were programming these scale 1 to 8 Audi Q2, and they had to solve complicated driving tasks in an urban environment. And there are quite some sensors in these cars. We will see later on that the college bought us 2 of these cars after the competition was over, so now we have them in our lab, and you'll be able to work with them. All students will be able to work with them. This is an overview of our car park. So we basically started with something like this. This is a hybrid of, let's say, a Lego car, and then there is an NVIDIA Jetson Nano. So that's a mini computer like the Raspberry Pi. It's a bit more powerful. It costs £100 instead of maybe 30 or 50 pounds. But you see, this car already is in a quite advanced stage. It has basically 3 computers on it driving around. But we had higher ambitions, and then we got these Audi Q2 model cars. So they are maybe 60 centimeters long, and we have different ways of interacting with them. So, for example, we have also these driving simulators where we can try out the behavior of the car and the AI. Here the car is remote controlled but has safety features, like it doesn't allow you to run over the pedestrian. So there is a way we can also test in our lab the interplay between driver assistance systems. So not only fully autonomous cars but also partially autonomous cars. And then we participated in the Royal Society Summer Science Exhibition last year with the topic of trusted autonomous vehicles. So there we had an exhibition put together, and this is the car driving on the track completely autonomously, and if people press the button, the pedestrian comes out and the car stops. We also have some other activities here to basically measure the driving qualities. So we would usually test an AI on how well it drives, but here we put people to the test to then compare the driving skills of people and AI. And here we also put AI further to the test. So this is a classic example of object detection and recognition. And you see that this woman down here on the bottom, she managed to fool the computer system. The computer system thinks with a 96% certainty that this woman is actually a dog. So we have some projects to start soon with the people in the mathematics department to basically go and fix these bugs in artificial intelligence. Then we do also some outreach activities with our students. So here our students, they created a poster with some statistics for the International Women's Day, and we basically use this as a discussion of fears and expectations towards autonomous vehicles, which is also a very important topic. So we are covering this range of autonomous vehicles from different perspectives, from the trust, from expectations, fears, and also of course the technical part. So we did quite a bit of outreach with a team of students. We went to this Royal Society Summer Science Exhibition where we had about 12,000 visitors. Then we were in the Science Museum in London. And the most recent one was the Royal Institution Family Fun Day, where we demonstrated our activities. We were on different radio stations, local and also national, and there are always some upcoming events, so this is a good way to maybe get engaged with the topic and explain it to other people, to school children, for example in this Teen Tech STEM events, where you could join us and explain to them what is artificial intelligence, how does it work, and what does it mean for self-driving cars. We go to different science shows as well, but basically our team is open for students from all years, and we try not only to do these science shows, but also different competitions like this artificial intelligence racing in Silverstone that is upcoming every summer. And this Audi competition, for example, we have some of these model cars, some simulators, and we had students, basically we're open for joining from year one. Some of the cars, they're programmed in Python, some other ones in C++. So it doesn't really matter where your skill level is. It will be there will be something. If you're enthusiastic about this stuff, then you can join the team. And for some of the students who joined the team and who are now applying for jobs, they told us that it's really an invaluable addition to their CV, because if the employer sees that they were engaged in outreach activities, they know they have good communication skills. If they were engaged in these competitions, they know they're really good problem solvers. So it's really a nice opportunity, and it's also great fun.